What's up, Extra Brother listeners? On today's episode, we're moving into episode 3 of the series of movies with one-word titles, rolling into Us, the 2019 horror mystery, directed, produced, written by, you name it, done by Jordan Peele, with a sketch comedy background on Key and Peele. Awesome movie for some of us, others first-time watchers. If you haven't seen it, make sure you guys go watch it before you listen to the podcast because it will be spoiler alert and it's not the same if you already know it's coming. So, Us is the third episode here. We talk about moving into movie genres. What would be the worst possible horror villain or movie to be stuck in or try to get away from? Open discussion there. Talk about a Scream Unseen that I saw this past Monday. Talk about GOAT, the animated movie executively produced by NBA superstar Stephen Curry. We've got some gears to grind, some Oscars to give, and a little bit of sneak peek to what might be coming on the future wheel after episode 4 next week. So, guys, every episode, as always, is on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Drop us a follow on Instagram, X, the Everything app. It's all happening on X and TikTok for clips, pictures, movies to watch. If you're not listening right now, you see us on X or Instagram. To watch us before you listen to us. Well, it's a tough one to play around there, but we love you. We care about you. Like, subscribe, comment. What would you like to see next? What did we miss? And what did we hit home on? It's Extra Butter. Critter, roll the tape.
Extra butter on the corn for me. Extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 51, and by this time, the Final Four and the national champion has been decided, but UConn, Illinois, Michigan, Arizona, arguably the two best teams in the tournament squaring off. Probably most would agree. The Big Bad Wolf and Dan Hurley and the UConn Huskies taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. Balkan Boys, Euro Ball, Keaton Wagler. You know where I'm going to land. Let's go orange and blue.
Easy.
I think they're in trouble.
Got to.
Best case scenario for them is probably Michigan because they're an opponent they've played.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would help, but I think the winner of Michigan and Arizona is probably going to win it all. But if Illinois can get the job done,
Worst they never.
I think Michigan's the team we'd prefer to play. But those teams are massive.
Yeah, guarantee
Are
a
there
championship
any,
from the Big Ten.
Yeah, true.
I'm assuming Big Cat's an Illini fan.
Big Cat went to Wisconsin. He's a bad
Negative.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to think of any. He was in Chicago and Bears fan.
He
so
is a Big Ten guy, so
Yeah, he went to Wisconsin.
College is a
Portnoy's-
lot different.
Portnoy's Michigan.
Yeah, I knew Portnoy was Michigan, and what's his name was Alabama, right? Roscoe? Rico. Whatever. Yeah, I knew it started with an R.
The fact that you know Rico's an Alabama guy and not knowing Big Cat's a Wisconsin guy is kind of impressive.
Just because the bet, that's really it.
Oh, true, yeah. Yeah.
But I was trying to think if any of them were Illini fans.
No, not that I mean, there's probably a guy at Barstool that's an Illini fan or a girl,
Oh,
but
for sure.
not the big dogs.
Right.
But we'll see. I don't know. Orange and blue, Illini, we'll see. They haven't been there since like 2006 or 2004 or 5. One of those things. Lost to North Carolina.
D. Brown, wasn't it?
Yeah, D.
Or
Brown,
did they-
Darren Williams, Luther Head,
James Augustine.
James Augustine, and something Powell. It's not Norman Powell. He plays in the NBA.
That's going to bother me, but I can't think of it either.
I know.
I
and the
met
other
D.
name-
Brown.
The other name is Glenn Powell, and that's also not right.
Actor.
Powell. Yeah, it's something Powell, but yeah, those are the 5 guys. And then you had like Rashad McCann, Sean May,
Roger.
Raymond Felton. Roger
Roger
Powell.
Powell. Yep.
Yeah, there was like in those starting 10, like I think 8 of them got drafted, or like at least 7. D. Brown, Luther Head, Darren Williams, Raymond Felton, Rashad McCann, Sean May, and I think North Carolina might have had another, but I don't know. But we lost, so let's go Illini. We'll see what happens. Movie talk wise, prior to getting into things, I went to a Scream Unseen on Monday, and I have been not disappointed in the Scream Unseens to this point, but
they haven't lived up to the title of Scream Unseen.
It just had the only one, and I can't even remember. Shelby Oaks, I think, was the one that was like the closest to what I wanted to see. Because you get
Davidson one.
That was Home.
Oh.
Pete Davidson one was good too, but like I think Pete Davidson alone was kind of the throw off. And then you had They Will Kill You most recently. That was more of a fun, non-serious, like edge of your seat thriller. Like it was more of a fun, non-serious, gory, whatever plot. Dracula was good, but not a thriller horror movie you want to see. So I went Monday hoping that I would finally get an edge of the seat, scary horror thriller, whatever. And it started, and I'd only seen one preview for this movie ever, and it was called The Hunting of Matthew Nichols. And the preview is, and I'm probably going to ruin this for some people, and I apologize, is what it is. If you watch the preview of this movie, it looks like a documentary. That is the whole goal of the movie. Is like, this is a documentary movie. The director is the director in the movie. Like the actual director and producer was in the movie playing himself as the director of this documentary. There are clear signs in the movie that this is not a real case. But they do a good job of just setting it up as a documentary. I think they call it a mockumentary. So I'm in there and it starts and I'm like, okay, I know what this is. Interested to see, what we kind of find out. Essentially, the main character, Miranda McDougal, plays Tara Nichols. So she does a good job of making you think she's Tara Nichols. And she's the sister of the brother who disappeared years ago, and she wants answers to what happened to her brother and his friend. They went missing, and she's like, I want more than what I've gotten. And if you watch the preview, I'm telling you it's not, but you would think this is a documentary movie. So it starts, and I'm like kind of pissed off that it's a documentary, and I don't really want to watch it. And it was I wouldn't say I was gonna walk out because I would never do that, but I was like, God, this is. I thought to myself, this is one I could just leave and I could live with myself. So safe to say, my guard was just down, like completely down. This is a documentary movie. What are they gonna find out? It's like more creepy, like some of the facts they get and whatnot, and it just kicks you right in the mouth towards the back end of, oh shit, this is not, there is supernatural things that are going to happen and put the chill in your body. And it's like very Blair Witch Project oriented. It's like inspired by the Blair Witch Project. They reference it. The reviews on it online are very mixed because it is a slow burn. Lot of build up and just like it's not like an edge of your seat the whole time movie, but it really puts your guard down for when shit does hit the fan. And it scared the shit out of me in the theater. There's like 6 of us in this movie theater. It was bare boned. Nobody's in there. And I'm just sitting there by myself, like a couple at the other side of the aisle and like, I don't know, 3-4 people in front of me. And when when things started to happen that got you like jump or chills, like I was like, holy shit! It's like just was not ready at all. So it's a 2.8 on Letterboxd. I think it came out in 2024. Finally getting here in 2026. I've read a ton of reviews just to see what the two sides would say. A lot of people that hate it are like slow burn for just 5 minutes of this, or 10 minutes of that. Other people are like, I'm calling my shot. This movie will get big at some point. I promise you. So it's like very wide variety of reviews. I enjoyed it because of the effect that it had on me, and I was not ready for it. I gave it a 4, simply because I wanted something like that in a movie. I didn't expect it to happen, and then it absolutely scared the shit out of me, like out of nowhere. Couldn't stop thinking about the movie for like 2 days. Knowing that it's not real probably won't have the same effect on you, but it could, because you're just like, dude, like, it's still interesting enough to keep your attention span. And then it's found footage, so it's like paranormal and all this stuff, hand cams, tripods. There are interviews, and it's very well done from that angle. And I think the only person that plays himself is the director. But yeah, it was what I've been waiting for. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend, I think any horror movie in theaters is worth it. So I would say go out and see it.
Yeah.
When things started to happen that were like, oh shit, it was dead silent in there. And I'm sure you guys can all think of movies where it gets quiet and then you hear the sounds coming around and like you're just like waiting for what's about to happen. And then there's,
Then they tease you.
it
Nothing
plays
happens.
out. Yeah, it plays out the way it does, but it was dead silent in there and it got weird and then just punches you in the chest. So I'd recommend it. I think saying out loud that it isn't real definitely gives you a different effect. But from my experience, I literally thought it was a documentary. So that's what really shook me when it wasn't. But yeah, Hunting to Matthew Nichols, I think it's good. I think it probably, I don't know how well it'll do when it's released here in April, but it's just a breath of fresh air from the comedy horrors or the slasher fun, non-serious, like we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago. They Will Kill You, Ready or Not, Here They Come. It's the exact same concept with different plot lines or whatever, but the actual story's very similar. So it's different, it's unique. Good breath of fresh air in the horror scene. So I liked it. There's another one on Monday. Now I'm scared to go back because I'm like, I don't really need to live that again. I don't need to go through that. My guard will be up. There's a movie coming out called Exit 8. I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer for it. I think it fits the timeline. That one looks creepy. I don't even
There's another Scream Unseen.
This is 4 in a
3 in a
row.
row.
Yeah,
4 or
I was going
3.
to say, you're getting a
It's
lot
4.
of screams in a row versus screens.
There's 4 in a row here. Yeah, it's been Hunting Matthew Nichols, They Will Kill You, and then the one before that was I talked about it on here. Thought it was okay. Let me just look at Letterboxd because I'm sure I rated it. Filler talk, elevator music, please. Get that going here.
Little Jeopardy.
Little Jeopardy.
Yeah, that's crazy that it's 4 in a row.
Dude, I know.
I'm starting to think like it's majority Scream.
You know what? Maybe. Yeah. No. It wasn't 4. I swear it was before that. But I also swear that my AMC.
I told you it was 3. Because I went to the one before the Scream Unseen.
My AMC account. Yeah, okay, so 3 in a row. There's been 5 weeks in a row of Scream Unseen, 3 in a row Scream Unseen. I wish they'd do them every week. Be awesome. But yeah, third Scream Unseen in a row. I was kind of surprised by that. And I'm hoping it's Exit 8. Exit 8 looks creepy. I think it's a Korean film. I don't even know what to expect, but it looks like a jump scare.
I honestly love when new movies have actors or just, people from other side of the world that you have no idea. Because you're not expecting anything. Like having actors that we always have all the time. It's, it's the same old.
Oh, and I think the whole point, which we talked about too, is like a lot of these movies you might not have ever gone to see or sought out until like maybe years later when you just saw them on Netflix or something. Like, okay, yeah, this is good. So that's what I like about it. I would have never gone to see this one. I might have saw They Will Kill. I might have gone to see They Will Kill You. I never would have saw I Swear. It's
Never
just,
would have saw I Swear. I'll tell you
no,
that.
I didn't even know it existed. So yeah,
fucks.
they do a lot of the film festival movies from other countries that haven't made it here yet, which is nice. The first one I went to was 47 Acres, and that was another film festival movie. Yeah, I enjoy it. Scream Unseen again on the 6th, or not the 6th. Yeah, the 6th.
Yeah, this is 6.
So
I was
yeah,
just
I'm
looking
excited
up
to
the
go
schedule.
back. I will be prepared next time. This one got me. Haven't got in a while in a movie theater. I got in this one. So highly recommend Hunting of Matthew Nichols if you're into that type of movie. Found footage, mockumentary, pretty well done. Agree with the slow burn. I agree it is a build up, takes a long time, but they deliver. So
how long of a movie was it?
I think it was like 140.
That's not bad. If you're gonna do a slow burn, don't make it over 2 hours.
I pulled that directly out of my ass. I have no idea. Crit, can you re-pull up
the Matthew Nichols one?
Yeah, what was that? What was the
hour 30?
Hour 30. Okay, even better. Yeah, so it's not. It's engaging enough that you're like, okay, like, what is she gonna find out?
Yeah.
And there is little pieces that are kind of weird, and it keeps you engaged, and then it just gets you. So, yeah, well done. I don't know. People shit on it. People love it. I enjoyed it.
I love that though. I love when it's mixed reviews because then you can just find where do you fit in. And clearly you were on the higher side.
Horror and comedy movies are always like it is totally polar opposite.
I think that's a good point to talk about though. Like you were saying, like it's kind of getting annoying where every horror has comedy in it.
Yes.
Like I want something that is just straight up. Like you're
Marvel
going
does the
hell.
same thing with that.
You're going through hell for hour 45, and then the last 5 minutes is like, "Hey, we made it." There's no yada yada yada.
Well, if it's done correctly, it's totally fine.
Yeah,
but it's all these movies are they're not
it's
real.
Saturated. It's oversaturated.
Oh, and there's no ever feel of on the edge of your seat. Mm-hmm. There's never like a grip moment. It's like just a fun, bloody, whatever. It's not.
You're looking for what's going to make you laugh next, not scare you.
Yeah, they're not horror movies.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So I don't know, but yeah, Matthew Nichols comes out later April. So Geese, haven't seen it.
Howdy.
None of us have. Go.
Oh, I'll say this is think of the Invincible Mark Wahlberg movie, but with animals. Like a lot of reviews I were reading about were, oh, it's Zootopia. Oh, it's Zootopia. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a small animal trying to play in the big leagues with the big animals. But there's no, there's zones. I don't know. It is similar in a way, but the story is, it's all basketball. I teared up watching it 40 minutes in. I would give it a 5 for animated movies. It has that I think it's the same animation style of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movies. It's a little bit more cleaned up. It's not as jittery as kind of like Huntrix was a little jittery, I think. Or I'm sorry, Demon Hunters.
Spider-Man too, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the same producers.
Yeah, so the animation, that style's the same. It's just a little bit more fluid, I would think, but it fucking slapped.
Is that streaming or did you rent it?
I streamed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I just had an itching to watch it because I wanted to go into the theater. I wanted to go to the theater to watch it, and then I just said,
"No, you did go to the theater."
Yeah, you can rent it. You can rent it and everything. So I used one of those platforms.
You weren't here for it, but all those people saying it's like Zootopia, fuck them all, because we talked about this in the Cars episode. Animals have just taken over animated movies. Every fucking animated movie is animals. Hoppers is out, all animals. Sing, all animals. Go, animals. Zootopia, animals. Bad Guys, animals. They're all fucking animals. Every single one.
Big market for animals.
It's like what we talked about what Cars did. Like they started making spin-offs and planes and automobiles, all this shit. Animals has just been the popular thing now. So to say it's just like this movie is then all of them are the same, because every single one of them, the pout fish is in theaters. It's animals. Like they're all animals.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It pissed me off because I'm like, there's some similar themes in there. There's different courts within these types of animal zones, but like, it's not like a cop film. Like they're not trying to solve anything.
I haven't seen Zootopia. I haven't seen Zootopia 1 or 2. Is the premise they're playing basketball? I don't think so.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
And it's not like it's not attributed to like the entire race of animals. It's just the sport is Smalls can't ball. Like it's directly related to basketball. So it's like, yeah, there's certain themes. They're fucking animals. I get it. Like they have different habitats and shit, but stories are completely different. Movie slapped. Actually a ton of character development. Steph Curry's the, I think, executive producer, and then he's the voice of the giraffe, I think.
Lenny, whoever that is. Lenny Williamson.
Yeah. So
who's the GOAT?
Caleb McLaughlin.
The kid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good done. Really enjoyed it though. I would give it 5 stars. Yeah, I mean it's going to be around for a while. I think like once it starts coming out, kids start watching it and go to the theaters and everything. I think it will be at the top of the list, especially in like the new era of animation where it seems to be going. Crushed it.
I mean, I've wanted to see that one too. Chelsea did too, and we never went because
she'll like it. It's basketball, but there's so much more going on that you can relate to that you don't even have to know the basketball rules. And then think of all of that and then put it into like the Invincible movie where small goat getting his shot to play in the big leagues tears it up. Like, tale of time.
I could go on forever about somebody bitching about it being the same as another movie in the animated world, dude.
We'll always have them.
They're all animals, man. Like, take the animal aspect out of it. What is the movie about? And then compare them. They're not the same.
They use animals as characters. Like, okay.
Sing is like American Idol. Zootopia, don't know, cops, whatever. Bad Guys, heist, goat, basketball, hoppers, human going into an animal mind. Like, they're not the same.
Right.
If you use that premise, every fucking movie with humans is the same.
Yeah. Oh,
right. Like, what are we talking about?
It's a good point.
It's
a good point.
It's the same thing. Like, they're just animals.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Another Tom Cruise movie. That's. I was reading the reviews and it pissed me off. Like, no, it's not.
Not even close. But I want to see that. Yeah, that's on the list. I definitely want to see.
Put it on there. It's $20 on Amazon, I think.
We're gonna wait for that to go down, but I will watch it.
Oh, who distributed it?
It might have been Crack Streams or.
What?
They have a real good deal out there too.
Yeah.
Looks like
Sony.
Netflix will be streaming it.
Or produced by
Mid-May.
Sony.
Between mid-May and June 13th is when it might come out.
Netflix. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm down for that one. I'm interested.
Look, that feels like it belongs on Netflix, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Well,
It's a Netflix movie.
Hunting Matthew Nichols in the theaters soon. Goat coming to your home soon. Can watch it now if you want to spend 20 bones on it. I need to get to an animated movie in theaters, and I wanted to see that one. Hoppers is probably going out soon, so I'm gonna have to get to one. But movie category, movie topic, kind of. I know we've got Gears and Oscars to give out soon, but staying in the same breath of fresh air. Not a would you rather, but tie it to the movie of the night genre. I know we did the Saw would you rather with Final Destination, but watching this movie that we're going to talk about makes you think, like, what horror movie or horror villain or antagonist out there would be the worst one to get away from, or the worst situation to be in.
When we first started talking about this pre-pod, the one that came to mind right away was Strangers. Just being surrounded, and your senses are heightened, but you have no idea who these people are, why they're there, and they're real good at terrorizing you.
It's like a rented. It's like an Airbnb. I'm pretty sure, like it's like a brother or sister's home or something, whatever.
Right. It's not your home base.
Yeah.
The other one that I thought of immediately that is one of my all-time favorites is Hills Have Eyes. You're cooked out in the middle of nowhere. You are cooked.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
That one's tough.
Yeah.
They brutalize you too.
It's got to have an element of, like, how do you get out?
Do they eat them in that movie? I think they do.
I think they're cannibals.
I think they're cannibals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think they're probably cannonballs. Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. I haven't thought about that movie in years.
Yeah.
I think that came out when we were in middle school.
That's an old one.
Yeah, that'll grow some hair on your peaches real quick.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure they made more and they were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
That always happens.
But the first one was like...
Name a franchise.
Yeah. Good. Hey, a lot of success. Run it back.
I guess what? You'd watch it. You wouldn't hate it, though. You don't hate the second one.
Or are we the Kansas City Chiefs?
It's the same thing with The Strangers. They've buried that franchise because it did so well and it's creepy. But then they just... The thing about the first one was it was based on a true story. Now it's just... It did well. It's a creepy plot. In there. And now they just ruined it. I haven't seen them. Nobody wants to watch them. There's a third chapter 3's coming out. I didn't even know there was 2 chapters.
First one's based on a real story. The next one's just giving people ideas. We don't need to be doing that.
It's like we had The Strangers, and then they had The Strangers Chapter 1. You thought it was a prequel. It's like, no, we're just kind of doing a
We're
reboot.
spitballing here.
We're just going.
We need to make money.
The first one was Chapter 0, so this one is Chapter 1, but it's actually number 2.
Now imagine if this happened. You know how crazy this would be. My go-to all the time, like immediately when I think about this, is Freddy.
Yeah.
You can't get away,
bro. Nightmare on Elm Street.
You can't go to bed. Like, you're gonna end up either killing yourself because you're not sleeping, or as soon as you go to, like, you're terrified to go to sleep. You can't. I'm trying to think of most of these things. I feel like there's an opportunity to get away. I don't think you can get away from Freddy. I don't remember the movie well enough to know how they do or how they win, but it's obviously not real. But if that was real, dude, you can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a tough
For me, it's paranormal stuff. I know it's kind of broad, but like something shaking in my house, and then you leave, like, it's just gonna follow you. Like, I guess it depends on the type you're in, but once you wake those fuckers up, man, like, you're stuck with them.
What was the movie we reviewed early on with the old lady?
The Train?
No.
It comes at night.
It comes at night.
No. It comes at night.
It It was Drag Me.
It was
Out.
like
Drag Me to
Drag
Hell.
Me, yeah, sorry.
I knew what it was.
That type of style geese.
But it also comes at night.
It comes at
yeah, like where it's attached to you or something you have. I don't like. You're fucked. Like
Yeah,
how do you get out?
And no matter who you bring in, they're fucked.
It's not even. I think not. It's not paranormal stuff. I think it's just that goes to the movie. It's like, it's those spirits. It's like the demonic entity.
Demonic spirits. I'll say, those
Yeah.
guys. Like
I'm just thinking back of that movie. That movie was awesome. That
Yeah.
movie was awesome. Drag Me to Hell is badass.
Dude,
It wasn't that
So-
good. But it was a
Waiting on the
good
sequel.
movie.
we're waiting on the sequel.
the equal.
True.
I'll see that in theaters.
Yeah, we should all go
Yeah.
in theaters.
The
I would
demonic,
go to it.
like the demon spirits, or what? It's like the same as Freddy. Like you're never getting away from
You
that.
can't run away from it.
No, and however many people out there that can solve it.
Well, and like, there's no weapon or anything, dude. Like, just drag me out of your bed. Like,
Big one for people that we may not think of it the same because I'm not that scared of clowns, but it.
Yeah, but he's different.
I know.
He's not like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No.
He's like
No,
He's
I
it.
feel like
he's kind of
him.
he's the modern version of it, though.
He's him.
he can like.
He
I
is.
feel like he is, isn't he? Isn't the story of it like he is from space? Like it's a. If you go into the depths of conspiracies about it, I'm pretty sure he's a like
Has a little bit of a tie from Killer Clowns.
it's like an intergalactic being that comes. He's like an alien. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've done this one
No
before.
way.
I'm pretty sure it is like not from Earth, and it's like a. I could
Originating from a void outside our universe called
Yeah.
the Macroverse.
be like, dude. If
Killer
you go
Clowns
down,
too.
if you go down a rabbit hole on it and Pennywise, it is insane what the backstory is of that clown. Because he can shapeshift. He can like he's not
I
he's
bet.
not just like John Wayne Gacy. You know,
Right.
he's a supernatural like alien that came from it's bizarre. If you haven't looked it up, it'll get you. I don't know. I might have been scrolling TikTok one night and it was like
That's where I get all my facts.
Yeah, and it was like an it scroll thing, and then I got to the end and I just Googled it and started reading on
What
it. And
the fuck?
it is an
reading,
insane
dude?
story, bro.
This
Whatever
is-
that is, that Stephen King. It is, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, bro. Like it is a deep. The backstory of Pennywise is insane.
Whether or not it's intended or not, like just the ties to it is cool.
It could have also just been fan fiction
Yeah.
that just started to build the story out. You know. Yeah, it's a crazy one. I didn't think of Pennywise.
I mean, look at this, dude.
bro,
20 billion years
Also
old.
known as the turtle.
dude, it's insane.
One
What's
of
up,
12
Kurt?
guardians. I mean, dude, look at it go.
Oh,
I'm
go to
telling
the
you.
go to the timeline. Hold on. Go to the timeline.
Where's the movie timeline?
No, up one. Up one. There you go. Book timeline. So it's based off of books even back to 1715.
Yeah, but it's all 20 billion years old, you know?
Yeah. We weren't writing much
1990.
back
Let
then.
me see that book.
Yeah. Okay, so Ritual of Chud.
written in
We're gonna have to. We might get this. Is this on the
Ritual
wheel?
of Chud.
Is it on the wheel?
It is. It's not.
I think it might need to be on the wheel.
The OG It.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, that could be a pod talking about his backstory. I'm glad that you guys weren't aware of that because whenever you brought it up, it just clicked in my brain. I'm pretty sure he was the one that I saw this whole conspiracy or whatever on.
Yeah.
It goes deep, dude. It is crazy. That's a
It's
good one.
running
I think
deep.
I'd change my mind to Pennywise.
Seriously.
What are you supposed to? What are you going to do to him
Yeah.
or it? What are you going to do to it? What a great name for a movie. Now that I think about it, it didn't make
Yeah.
sense to me as a kid.
What do you
And
do?
then
to
you
it?
learn that, and what else are you going to call it?
Yeah.
It. Wow.
That'd be a good one. Crit, what are you thinking for scary
I
horror
was like,
timeline
oh,
that
Brennan,
you'd hate to be in?
Brennan took my first one with Freddy, and then I was like, oh, I got a backup, and then Geese took that one. So, yeah, I don't know. Just something with like paranormal activity just always has creeped me out the most, as opposed to just some dude like.
Dude, that's true though. Man. That ties into hunting Matthew Nichols too. Like that's what gets you. That whole thought of what you're saying of that is part of that movie. That's what got me. Like it is. You're never ready for that ever.
No.
Especially watching it. I can't imagine if right now I just got drug out of the room. You know, you guys would shit, and I'd probably be dead. But, yeah.
There's a difference between being able to see what's coming after you versus not be able to see.
Yeah.
And I think one is scarier to some, one is scarier to others.
I think maybe now I'm thinking about it, like being in an exorcism movie, not being the one who's possessed, but one of the loved ones who has to be there for the person that's
possessed.
Being exorcised. Or like what? I don't even know what the word is. Like the person that's
we put him on
the subject in the exorcism.
We put him on a treadmill. Yeah, let him sweat it out.
Maybe. New tech.
New tech. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, those three are all four of what we brought. I guess it's 5 categories, but. Like strangers is real life scary, and then the other 3 are not real life scary. But if they were, you are in trouble.
Yeah.
And maybe the paranormal, I don't know, I doubt it. We've never seen that footage live, but people say it's happened. I don't think probably. I think that stuff exists to a certain extent, but I don't think people are getting drug out of their homes by their feet by nothing. You know,
right?
But you'd never hear the story about it. You know,
it's often not recorded.
yeah. These movies like is what would happen, but does it bear shit in the woods?
Every episode of Unsolved Mysteries is from ghosts.
yeah, ghost hunters. Yeah. Does any
whole hour of them not seeing anything?
For those listening, I wonder if anybody's got one better or a different movie that would tie in.
What are we missing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen The Terrifier, but he is a clown.
I know who it is. I haven't watched it though.
Those movies are. I've only seen the first one.
Are they terrifying?
They're gory.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad nobody said Chucky because ever since I was like a kid and watched it, I thought I could just kick that thing across the room.
Yeah, I don't want to go
Chucky.
How does
it pisses you off?
How does Chucky compete for a Mount Rushmore horror villain spot?
Nostalgia only. That's it.
You could punt that motherfucker across the room.
Yeah.
He's got a knife.
Just walk in.
I mean, in terms of threat level, he's definitely at the bottom. I think nostalgia-wise is why he's in conversations. And he's really the best take on the doll. Like, I know there's, like, Annabelle and stuff, but...
Let me say this. I'm not shitting on the Chucky movies. I think they're great movies. But just this topic, I would not be that afraid of a doll chasing me.
No. Yeah, you just kick the fucker. But... Yeah. In terms of sequels that we were talking about, though, they definitely went more comedy in the later ones. I think the third one is when it went comedy. And then there's, like, The Son of Chucky or something like that.
Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, Bride of Chucky is the third one, I think. And that's when it started getting, like, humor in it.
I think the initial reaction of seeing Chucky would be like, oh, shit.
Dude.
But if he's coming at you with a knife, like you would event, like in the half a second, 1.5 seconds, whatever, you're not losing to that thing.
And if you do, you deserve to lose.
Yeah, he can't grow. He's not.
He's
Tony,
a knife,
Tony.
though.
He's not Tony Chopper.
No.
He can't shapeshift into a bigger doll.
Nope.
That thing, yeah. Chucky needs to. We need to have a serious discussion about Chucky in the Mount Rushmore of because I've seen a lot of Mount Rushmores of horror characters, and he's on a lot of them. That guy,
he is a great character, though.
It can't be a popularity contest, though. You know?
No, but I feel like it would have to be like threat level, like
right now
their threat level, because he is a great character, and you watch that movie in like younger years, that will fuck you up with any other doll that you see.
Yeah, but horror movies aren't meant for 6-year-olds.
Right.
Here's we've done this
main
before.
Character's a kid.
We've done this before. Mine might be the same. Mount Rushmore off the top of your head. It's Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Ghostface.
Yeah. That's...
You had Pinhead.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like...
That guy's sick.
And this is where the Chucky people would come back at me. When you've made that many movies... Like, I didn't even think Freddy has that many, but it's an iconic...
Nightmare on Elm Street, I think it's 3 or so.
And Friday the 13th has, a few. Michael Myers has 1 million. Ghostface is on 7.
Mm-hmm.
To me, those are the 4.
Yeah.
I like other horror movies more than those, but those are like the iconic horror movie people to me. Chucky does not have a seat at the table.
Dude, doesn't Jason have like a futuristic one? It's like Jason 99 or something like that.
They need to bring him back. They need to bring Freddy or Jason back because they've brought back.
They should.
They've brought back it. Like,
yeah. What was the most recent Jason movie? I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis's Halloween something. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It was last like 5 years or something like that.
I think they're coming out with a new one, aren't they?
Are you talking about Halloween or Freddy? I mean, Jason. The most recent Halloween was like within the last 5 or 6 years.
So that's like one of the most recent-ish ones.
Most recent Friday the 13th was in 2009.
Really?
2009. Yep.
I would have missed that. I would have said before 2000.
Who would you cast?
As Jason or just in the movie?
Timothy Chalamet.
Everything. Just spam him. Get him out there.
Yeah, Jason X. The year is 2455.
Wow.
They need to reboot. Jason.
Pull that one up, Crit. Pull that one up.
They need to.
He's all futuristic. It's lit.
Jason.
They do. I do agree.
They could do that well.
Yeah, look at that.
It looks like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator.
It looks like a
Didn't
predator.
do bad
too,
for talking inflation.
Yeah.
Always talking inflation.
This was 2009. This is 2001. Oh, this is a different movie.
2001, but the movie, the year it's set in is like 2455.
Well, but there is a newer one. Chris was saying from 2009.
Oh yeah.
That one's just Friday the 13th, I think. Here, I got it.
They need to get that. They need to get Friday the 13th back, and also, you have the perfect days sometimes to release it. If any movie has a perfect day to release
multiple times during the year too.
Michael Myers, you release it on October 31st. Jason, you release it on a Friday the 13th. Like it's literally cut out for you. Somebody get the rights to it, and let's get Jason Voorhees back on the big screen. Let's get him back. Yeah. They made a video game about him like 4 or 5, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, and that's why I was bringing up. That's why I was bringing up Halloween, because that's like kind of near those franchises, not like all the way up there. But what was the most recent one with Jamie Lee Curtis on that one?
I think the most recent Halloween movie was.
I thought it was like 2020 or something.
I think it was Halloween.
Yeah,
Ends.
no, it's recent.
Halloween Ends 2022. Jamie Lee Curtis horror crime.
So that's most recent of that type of style that I can remember.
Talk about needing a paycheck.
Scream came out a month ago.
True.
Like Scream 7 just came out. So that's why I'm saying Ghostface is he's
still running. Yeah. I guess I'm leaning more towards like of the Freddy Krueger, Jason, those style. I think
the original
Ghostface has his own thing.
The original Scream came out in 1997. I mean, it's not as old as them, but I mean, it's still 20 years.
They've been pumping them out.
They're good. Like, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
They're entertaining.
You're a man.
They're entertaining.
I hope you got two nuts, because you're gonna like them. You're gonna like these movies if you got balls. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to Men's Warehouse. You're gonna like the way you look.
You're gonna like the way you look.
I guarantee
it.
Yeah, I mean, the Halloween movies weren't always good either, but I'm gonna watch them.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't say not watch it.
Any movie that's made 7, barring them being based on books or something.
Yeah, they have a big enough fan base for it, regardless of quality.
Yeah, it's like pump them out.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, we need whoever's listening to this in Big Movie, which I know they all are, get the rights to Jason Voorhees and bring him back.
Yeah,
get the rights to Freddy Krueger.
Why do you think they haven't? Just because of actor base or fan?
I don't know, because you see Halloween do it and you see Scream do it. Why do they think that story is just gone? Like, It was, the original It was in the 1900s.
70s. That was 70s, I think.
That was 1990. Well, that was a 2-part television miniseries in 1990.
This is Google AI, so take it with a grain of salt, but primarily due to a complex, long-running copyright lawsuit between the original director and the screenwriter, which was resolved in 2021. So,
okay. So we might be.
He's got to be in the conversation.
Can you look it up if somebody's making one right now?
A new Friday the 13th,
or either or. Yeah,
just Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So one of them got the rights to the original film, and one of them got the rights to the later iterations. So
after the settlement,
I don't know how you break that up.
That's after the settlement, Geese?
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody's got the creative rights, and somebody's just got the money
it's like
from the movies.
Yeah, it's something like that. But there's a split in there that, in order to use that character, I'm sure is making that a roadblock that they don't want to deal with.
Yeah. But what a franchise! They right now. If a Friday the 13th came out, Brendan would do numbers,
dude.
Numbers.
Yes. They missed it. Friday the 13th happened in March, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
But you can wait till fall, whenever the fall is going to... You can look at a calendar, and it'll tell you when it's going to happen. Plan for it. But I just think it's a missed opportunity to not do it. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a soapbox, but I'm on it, and I want to bring it back.
Do it for the fans.
Yep. November. Friday
we can make a clip of this
year.
And then we can send it to each of them, bring them together, make a Jason movie, and then make a movie about them getting together to make the Jason movie. Free money.
I just would be happy with the Jason movie.
I'm just saying.
We'll see.
That's a story to be told.
All right, boys, we got we're 45 in here. Who's got a gear to grind? Who's got a gear to grind?
I don't.
Nothing. Crit got a gear?
I do not.
No. We'll see what Trav gets back. I do. Someone's got to carry the boats, right? And someone's got to wear the mask. I just am so sick and tired of Philadelphia sports media. I just can't stand it. I mean, these guys just find ways, and it's specifically related to the Eagles. The new hit piece comes out in Jalen Hurts about dysfunction. I mean, the longest article in the history of articles ever written, just dogging at 2 times.
Is that the one where he's not listening to play calls and stuff like that?
He's like, I mean, he's Hitler is what he is to these people. And it's like, dude, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's made the playoffs every year he's been a starter. He won the starting job. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, we weren't that good last year. We first round exit. Like, how many teams don't make the playoffs for years and years and years? I saw a tweet about it, and it just baffles me. It's like the guys in media right now, the sports media people that talk about him in a negative way are former players. And the former players are guys who they didn't play at the
Welcome to the Aaron Rodgers treatment.
It's like it's not at the level of these guys. Like Emmanuel Acho played, but he wasn't like he's a fart and a high five in the NFL. Like he played for the Eagles, even the guy they dog him. I mean, I'll get after him because I'm sure he cares and listens. He was getting after a guy in his comments of like, this guy's like, he said, I played for the Eagles and, my opinion mattered, blah, 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 blah. And this guy just commented on his tweet and just said, played, ? Very funny. And then he responds to it with like a paragraph of a clip of him making a hit stick tackle on a Giants running back with no scoreboard. We're probably up 30, dude. Emmanuel Acho, Chase Daniel, one of the most legendary backup quarterbacks of all time, made a ton of money, went to Mizzou, good for him. Didn't play football. I mean, he was in the league for a long time, good locker room guy, I'm sure. What the fuck are you talking about? And then, I don't know, these shitty linemen and all these people. And then, like, who's in Jalen's corner? Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Derek Jeter, Michael Jordan. Like, which corner do I want to believe? I don't know. Maybe the guys who are the best of all time at what they did.
Winners and losers.
That support.
There's your difference.
Dude, it's like the media, dude. They got to have a story. If it's not AJ, if it's not Nick, and then they come after the quarterback. And, like, he's the guy. I've talked about it plenty of times. He's the guy you want. He don't care. He doesn't. He probably doesn't see it. Somebody might tell him, but he does not see it. It's impossible to say, like, they don't see anything. Like, he definitely does, but that he does not care about that shit.
Right.
But it's like, bro, man, like, I'm just tired of it.
And just because he doesn't play like any other quarterback, like he's kind of got his own style and whatever, and he is adapted to the Philly mindset and all that stuff. Like, he's an easy target for these guys in the media to just make like clippable events or, stories that can, go viral. And they're doing their job. Like, that's their job, but I think it's just stupid. Like, have actual meat. Have meat to that story. Like, do you have an actual source that is telling you these exact things that he said or that has happened? No.
Oh, they got sources. Sources. You don't know who they are.
Right.
I
have sources.
No one's ever going to come up and say that, hey, I'll put my dick in the dirt and say this. Like, anytime that happens,
they should have to.
And I don't want to. I don't want to take any shots at any Eagles players because I would never, I would. Definitely would. But the guys who always come to his defense, and if you watch them play, like most recently, I don't know if Stephen A. is not. He's on Jalen's side, but I'm thinking somebody like Stephen A. tweeted something. I think it was Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd said something about it. Tweeted about it, and like the guy who responds on the Eagles is Tank Bigsby, who's been there for a cup of coffee, saying like he's the best in the world. Y'all need to keep your mouth shut or something. That guy's been on the Eagles for like 10 weeks, and watch him play football. He plays his balls off.
Yeah, he's starting to be RB1.
Those guys, you watch a guy like that play football, and then he's coming to his defense. It's like the guys who are playing their dicks off. They have the same mindset as that guy.
Well, so the best thing is when people on the internet do to the media people like Cowherd what they do to athletes, and they just clip them. Like, the best one from Cowherd is when Ben Simmons was starting to get hot in the league, and he said, "We're good, LeBron. We're good. You can retire. We got Ben Simmons."
Yeah,
look where that guy's gone. Like, you have no credibility anymore. But still, he's like the face of Fox Sports talk right now. It's like
they just get paid to say whatever comes to mind, man. Mm-hmm. Whatever for engagement, which they're getting right now.
Oh, it's like the Philadelphia guy, like Elliott Shore Parks is one of the names that I can remember because he's an idiot. The Philadelphia 76ers draft Joel Embiid. This is the biggest swing and miss in the history of the franchise. We should have drafted I can't remember the guy. Some guy who's not in the NBA anymore.
Right.
Dude, I get that's your job. Get a hot take. He dies on the hill, but like these people that constantly come after Jalen
Sports
Hurts.
update.
Yeah, that was a good timing.
Ligma is all I got to say. Sick of it. Stay off my quarterback, but he doesn't care. That's why we love him.
Yeah, you could go anywhere like that with a quarterback that hasn't won anything. That's the easiest part of the take.
All he
can
does
go anywhere. Yeah,
that's all he does. So I don't know. That was my gear, Trev. I don't know if you got a gear, but I'm just done with the slander on Hurts, man.
Nah.
It's not going to stop, but I'm done with it.
No gears for me.
Good. Well, that means all of us have some good news. Oscars, I'll go last. Somebody take the wheel. Your boy's going to take a leak.
I'll go first. Pretty simple. Phone calls. Phone calls in general. With how much text and emails there are nowadays, you can get so much information out of a 30-second phone call.
Yeah.
Save you the time. Don't have to wait 2 hours for a response. Quick call. Hey, I got a question about this. What is it? This? Perfect. Click.
Right. You don't have to wait for the response.
Yeah. So it was just happening at work. End of day. Boss man's like, hey, I need you to find out information on a product. Now I could email somebody about it, and I just start calling people. I made like 6 phone calls in about 15 minutes, got all the information I needed. You sent that out in an email, you'd still be waiting on it. Like,
I'll piggyback off of your Oscar, because mine is kind of related. It's just service people with a good attitude. Like, I would understand. Yeah, right at you, Crit. You can just accept the award. Service people with a good attitude, because anybody calling for 8 hours a day, you probably know all about it. You can get burnt out, and you're just wanting to get to the next person and clock your hours. But for somebody to answer the phone and be like, "Hey, how can I help you?" and just positive, quick to responses. Dealt with a guy today. We were renting some equipment for work out east. Quick, answered all my questions immediately. Like, it isn't that hard, but it also is that hard. So it's like easy to appreciate when people do it. So there's my piggyback Oscar off of you geese.
I'll just follow mine up with and FaceTime. Like the fact video calling, like throw it in with phone calls, but yeah, video calling sucks for work and everything, but when I want to talk to my niece or my sister, or my mom, like just to FaceTime him instead makes you a little closer. Gotta appreciate that.
Bigger Oscar goes to the US of A. We're sending people back towards the moon. We're going to take a lap around that bitch and send them home. You can deny it all you want,
dude.
That's cool
the animation of all the animation of all the calculations they've done to catch the moon in orbit, and then you're gonna slingshot that some bitch.
It's all math.
Head on back.
It's
all math.
It's hard. It's hard
to
comprehend.
Rocket science?
Yeah, it's hard to comprehend, but it's like you can do it. It's
all calculated. Yeah, it's crazy.
I was watching that rocket go off. That's so sick. It just gets your American boner just rock hard. You know what I mean?
Got a point. You got a point.
It just does.
That's a clip.
It just does.
That's a clip. That was good. Yeah. My Oscar goes to the Navy Marine Club in Pure Heights, Illinois. I turned 30 Monday, for those listening, for you guys a week from this upcoming Monday. My wife asked me what I want to do. I'm like, I don't care. There's nothing there that I haven't done.
Just another day, pal. Just another day.
If you want, 30. I get it. The zeros are big, whatever. But we're just we're gonna happen to be home. Shout out Spinny Gay, for the groom to be here, and the day you're listening to this, he's getting married. But I was like, I don't care. What if you guys want to plan something? whatever. But there's nothing that I want to do there that I haven't done or there's exciting to do. So we're doing a dinner and going to the NAMAC Club, which has turned into like my family's like any big event. It's at the Name and Marine Club.
It's Lindsay's favorite bar when we go home.
Yeah, cheap drinks. It's we got the back room. I bet like 4 generations of my family essentially have
that back room is not as perfect for like just kind of small gatherings.
Dude, just drinking beers with the boys.
Yeah, come on in, swing
spots.
by. You don't have to stay. Swing out.
Sit out back on the patio. Get in the back room. You can pop out to the front of the bar to get a drink, play some slots, lose some cash, go back. Talk about getting back into the slots with somebody else. Hey, you want to
some pull tab action.
Some pull tabs. Just a cheap bar in the Heights. Great spot. Going back there again tomorrow for you listening. So, the NAMAC Club, Peoria Heights, Illinois. If you haven't been, take a flight to Peoria and get to the Name Marine Club. That'll blow your hair back.
Just say the word knock treatment. You'll probably find someone.
I'll tell you, my step grandpa, my dad, my cousin Aaron, and my brother Brad have all bartended. 2 of them currently still shift at the NAMAC Club. So we're big players at the old Name Marine Club. But yeah, 30th birthday. Where else would you want it to be than the Name Marine Club, Peoria Heights?
Hell yeah.
Kurt, you got an Oscar this week?
Piggyback Oscar. I went to American Legion on Sunday. I did some pull tab action. But yeah, my Oscar, I think I'm going to give it to, I guess, just NCAA, like college hockey. It was an absolute electric factory in Loveland, Colorado on Sunday. I'm sure it was the same on Friday. Actually, Trav Minnesota Duluth was out here. But good. I'm sure it helps that Denver University was in the Sweet 16/Elite 8 for college hockey. I don't know what the turnout would have been if they weren't, but they were, and that bitch was sold out and was. I've been to the minor league for the Avs, the Colorado Eagles. Also an electric factory, but there was just something about like a college atmosphere. I haven't been to like a college basketball tournament game. I know I've had plenty of opportunities to maybe do that, but I can guarantee you the tickets weren't $35 a pop. Right. So, but it's just crazy. Like with the whole NIL situation and all that, there's kids actually coming down from Canada that would normally have stayed in Canada. Probably, but they're coming down and getting a degree and also getting a little bag while they're at it. So yeah, it was just exciting stuff. Seeing the boys go to the Frozen Four and sending them off. I bet you they'll be here in the next 2 years, Brennan and Geese.
I bet you would have been packed. College hockey has a following, big time following.
Especially if there was like a Dakota team there, North Dakota or South Dakota, it'd probably have been the same. I know they travel well from what I hear, but Duluth actually travels well too, because the last time I went was like in 21, 22, and it was like still kind of in the midst of COVID where people weren't really going out, but Duluth definitely showed up. I saw Duluth. Yep.
Fun fact, hockey has only D3 and D1. There's no D2. Yep. Yeah. So if you didn't know that, now you know, as my friend Dana White would say. Hour in, per usual, getting into the movie. Guys, episode 3 of the series of movies with one-word titles. 3 for 3 on different genres, moving into the 2019 horror mystery, either directed or produced by or both, don't know,
all
by
three
Jordan
of
Peele.
Super, yeah.
Everything. Jordan Peele. Sketch comedy background, very good at making movies. The 3 that he's done, totally different topic. I've enjoyed them. One of them, if we ever watched it or ever got it, would be an interesting talk. That would be Nope. So Nope, Get Out, and Us.
Yep.
Jordan Peele, 2019 horror mystery, switching it up again. Movies with one word titles continues to deliver. I believe we'll get into it more, but two of us had seen this, two of us haven't. Trav, synopsis.
Yeah, I had seen this before, but it was on a little TV screen coming back from Denver. Last time I was out there, me, John, and Brian were watching it on the.
Excuse the interruption. My second niece has just been born.
Whoa!
Live on Extra Butter.
Wow!
Forgot about that. Forgot to mention that.
Breaking news! Come on. What's her name?
I've been told a couple times. Can't remember it. So.
That's pretty long for a baby name.
We'll find out.
I'll get back to you on that.
Remember it?
You'll find out.
This is my baby. I've been told a couple times. Can't remember it.
I've been told a couple times. Can't remember it. Last name.
It's like asking the father, "What's the baby's name?" I've been told a couple times. Can't remember it.
Who's on
you want
first?
Me to write
What's on
down?
second? I don't know. Who's on third?
All right, continue, Trav. Sorry.
No, all good. Yeah, we had watched this on the way back.
Breaking news! This happened about 10 minutes ago. Hit a $300 parlay on the NBA.
Hey.
About as equally as important as Geese's niece. Just kidding. But cool. Go ahead.
All right, so we were watching. We watched this on the way back from Denver last summer. What an intriguing movie! This guy is so good at making just like movies that are their own thing. Like there's nothing like this. He's so good at capturing that. But crazy stories. Starting with the intro of her, the girl, and following her through the amusement park. You have no idea where it's going to go, and that's the best part about these movies is when when it's from Jordan Peele, you just buckle up. Just buckle up. You pay attention, buckle up, and see where it takes you. Super cool movie. Great casting. I think the actors did a great job. I don't remember if a lot of people I know had seen the movie coming out of theaters and I'd heard any comments, but I kind of kept all the noise out of this movie until I saw it, and I'm really glad I did. Like, spoilers for this movie would just completely ruin it. So if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it and then jump back in right now. But really enjoyed it. Good timing, good transitions throughout the entire movie. Just the story of it flip-flopping and then the final flip-flop right on your head is so cool. You don't see it very often. Needs to happen more. I really want him to just keep making movies and pumping them out. I need to see the rest of them. But yeah, great movie. I really enjoyed it the second time on TV, or like on a big TV, so I could pay attention to what was going on. But Geese, had you seen this before, or was this the first time?
First time, and I have not seen Get Out. So now I've wanted to see them in a way, but I'm not like, I need to watch this. It was just like, oh yeah, that looks interesting. For what this is, really enjoyed it. I got some criticism, so we'll get into that. Sure. What I liked that he did with this is that each reveal kind of gets scaled up. Like, it continues to go forward and upward. It's not like, oh, you hit the climax and then it comes back down. Like, this one keeps you going until the very end. And, I enjoy those types of movies because they just kind of keep escalating, right? Where it's like, this happens, or like, oh, shit. But then that leads into a widespread event. That leads into another event. I think I enjoyed that the most. Acting's phenomenal. M'Baku, Wakanda Forever, man. He's my boy. It's kind of funny watching him in Black Panther first and Black Panther 2 and all the other Marvel movies, and then coming back to this and seeing him, we were just talking typecast and everything. It was like I've only ever seen him in that role, so to get him in this and a more serious setting was really enjoyable.
Is that Gabe?
Yes, yeah, the husband. And I lost my tab for my Wikipedia because I can't remember the lady's name. Adelaide? Addie?
Adelaide's her name, Addie.
Yeah.
Lupita.
Great actress, man. Can not say anything bad about her. My criticism is really more towards how the movie explained things. And what they tried to explain. Like, everything else was top tier.
Go into your criticism a little bit more, though, of that explanation.
Well,
comment.
I want to get into it because my criticism's with the ending.
Okay, you want to wait for
and
that?
I'll wait for because I always jump into the ending, and it's like we're 8 minutes into the pod, so I'll hold off on it. But I got some gripes.
Yeah, I think this will be a good back and forth though, like pod, because Crit had never seen it either. I don't think. Yeah. And I have seen it.
I thought I did, but I think I actually watched Get Out.
So you had not
seen
I
this. Watched this. I was like, oh, I definitely haven't seen this.
Yeah. Well, this pod could go a lot of directions, so I'm cool with bouncing around and really getting into it. I've seen this movie. This might have been like number 6 or 7. 6 or 7 times. I love this movie. I think it is an all-time horror thriller movie. I love Jordan Peele. I'm pretty positive, maybe not every single one of them, but I'm almost like 95% sure all of them played their tethered. Like they all played their other halves, which is awesome. I think the main actress, Lupita, who played Addie, those two characters were, top tier, intensity level. Just very unmatched to, it makes you think of Sinners. Now it's a different type of 2 roles, completely different. But it is like when we have these conversations in this pod of, oh, we haven't seen a movie like this. There probably's been one. I can't think of it. This movie, all of them played their other half. Right. So, her in particular, this movie didn't, I think it didn't win any Oscars. I don't think it got nominated. It won awards for score and some other stuff. And the music in this movie is unbelievable.
Oh, I was Googling why he used, I got 5 on it, and it just makes subtle but perfect sense.
It's still used in Instagram Reels and TikToks and all sorts of shit.
There's so many things about this movie that we can talk about that have nothing to do with the actual plot in the movie. But it's so good, and it goes back to our conversation earlier of it does have comedy. He's got a comedy background. We talked about this with Weapons, the director, and had a sketch comedy background. Jordan Peele obviously does too. So there is comedy, which I'm not always a fan of. The more you watch it, I think the more frustrated you might get with the more comedy you get. I saw this in theaters when it came out back in like 2019.
Yeah, some of the lines are a little cheesy. Especially when like he's like fighting. Gabe is fighting the tether guys. Like just some of that, but I thought I can't really remember anything outside of that comedy wise. But I've only seen it once, so.
Yeah, it's like, if you want to get crazy, we can get crazy with the bat, and he's just trying to act tough, and then he shits himself but he's not like.
That seems realistic.
Yeah, the play is like he's not a fighter, and he's trying to protect his family and trying to do something, try to act big, and didn't work, so it's like
then he goes back inside the house. Like, if you're saying that, man, you gotta nut up in that moment.
Oh, when you see a kid crawling on the ground into the leaves, it's like. Okay.
I wanted to lead into that because Lexi and I's thing when we watch movies like this is like, no fucking way am I doing that. No way am I going to be caught doing that. It's like, they get in the situations like, oh, I'd be straight out of there immediately. Like, I'm not waiting. I'm not trying to look for something. Like, I'm leaving.
Where in this situation, in his shoes, where were you going to go?
In his shoes?
Like, if you said, I'm not, like, what about
to the boat that doesn't work?
Yeah, what about that scene specifically where you're, like, frustrated with? Because...
Oh, no, not frustrated. It's just, like, when we watch it, it's like, if that was real life, like, I'm already out of the house.
But hold on, though.
I see those guys standing there. I'm booking it.
Let me argue this, though.
They
It's
did
your
that.
house. It's your
They
house.
did it.
Leaving your guest house, or leaving your cabin, that's crazy. I don't think.
Then I live or die in the front lawn with the bat.
There you go. There's the answer.
That's
Not
it.
Running away. I don't think anybody's running away. I think
game planning. I think game planning back inside the front door after you see their reactions of taking off is not a bad idea.
Right.
Oh shit!
We'll see. In my head, it's like, all right, you can get one of them right now, and then you got to worry about the other ones going around the house.
So in your brain, taking them 1-on-4 is smarter than 4-on-4.
1-on-4, you know where they're all at. Yeah, it's bad odds, but you do have a bat. Granted, they have scissors, but like
leaving your spot, leaving your door, and
well, you know everything about.
And then going to them is the wrong answer. Standing right there waiting for them to move or answer you is most likely the right answer. The second they dip off to the sides, getting in your house, moving together as a pact and locking every door and just hunkering down and being like, all right, this is it.
I feel like, but hunkering down in that situation, like, you're fucked in my mind.
You're
It's
fucked
your
if you
only chance.
stand out there and take them 4-on-1.
Not if you ran away, like I originally said.
Yeah, but you're not.
And I asked,
I'm telling
where
you,
are
you're
they
not
gonna
running
run?
away from your place. Nobody's running away from their house.
But
You're gonna.
I mean,
defend
in
your
that
house.
instant, there's a million other instances in this movie where that applies. Like, I would never be doing that.
I'm interested because I want to debate all of them because I think
Yeah.
you're wrong in this instance, and you can't prove it. I don't know in that situation if you're going to do what you just said you would do and stand out there and fight all 4 of them.
Is that
I don't
actually
think
what
that-
you think you would do, Geese? Is get the hell out of there, take everybody, and leave? In that situation,
That's what I would do. Lights go out. I look out the front window, and there's 4 mysterious figures in front of me. The first thing I'm trying to do is get to a car. If there's I'm just fucking running opposite direction that they're in. Because if you bunker down in a house in that situation and you don't actually have a weapon, like, yeah, he has a bat, but what's that going to do for you?
oh, bats can do a lot of damage.
Oh, I
Bats can do a
understand
lot
that,
of
but
damage.
You hit a grand slam with that bat.
now if I was inside
people.
the house
Grand
and
salami.
then they're already trying to enter, that's a different situation. But you're looking out there, 4 people are standing. Like, let's say I look at my security camera right now, and there's 4 people with masks standing in my front door. I'm grabbing
Just
Lexi. I'm
silhouettes.
running out the
Yeah.
back, jumping over the fence, and we're running to wherever the fuck we got to run to.
That tells a lot about you, Geese.
Yeah,
I don't know. Hop in the car and not even open up the garage. Maybe just ram that sucker out and put it in full speed in reverse.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
about
just
running the opposite direction
hunkering
because there's a
down
lake
with
in that
4
direction.
people, like 4 people already surrounding you. Like, you're gonna be locked in there. You got 2 kids already. Like,
I don't know. I stand on business. This is my
Yeah,
house.
I don't know either.
I don't care.
I
then
think
you
what-
can die in it, bro.
I
Like,
think
that's
what they
up to
did-
you.
Well, here's the thing. 2 things. 1, they didn't die in there. 2,
They
they
almost
did
did.
go outside and run, and she caught the girl that did run got hawked. So both of those plans that you had were already both wrong.
How is that wrong? It's a completely different situation of what you're just describing. She's standing behind her, watching her run away, like at a track start,
and got hawked.
like, and got
Still
hawked.
caught.
So if you ran,
Yeah.
you would have gotten hawked, is what I'm saying. So that would have not worked.
If you run, you have the element of surprise of them on doing it because they're standing out front trying to scare you. Like, that's a massive head start rather than her just standing there watching you do it.
She did get a head start, though, in the same scene that you're talking about. She didn't start running.
Yeah, she knows where she's going, though. Like, she's prepared to run after her. Yeah, it's like she's standing there watching her run away, where if you run behind the house and they're still out front, granted, they're tethered, so they'll probably find you, but you don't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So getting out of the house is what they do anyway, and they're all fucked up after doing it. Like, let's cut the first 20 minutes and get out of there.
I feel like calling 911 and locking the doors is what I would do.
Well, they called 911 and got on hold.
No, 15 minutes.
15 minutes away.
But they called him after that, and it was on hold. Or was that at the other house?
He called him while he was outside.
It was at the other house. The other house is when they're on hold.
Yeah, because
that was happening. the comedic
Sorry.
relief part. Like 911 were on hold. Like that was a comedy part of talking about how people in certain parts of the country, you know, if 911, cops don't want to go there. That was a deeper comedy part to it. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough spot. We've spent a lot of time on it, but I do think locking your doors in your own place and knowing the lay of the land and calling 911 is what I would probably do.
You don't know the lay of the woods in your backyard?
At that time, to your point, you don't know they're tethered. You don't know they're trying to kill you. They could just be thieves. So if you leave, they're just going to steal all your shit.
Because then if they find you in the woods, you are mano in the woods. You don't have anything in your house. You don't know, like, the lay of the land argument.
Yeah, but they ended up there anyway. And she grew up there, and it's not the first... Is this the first time they've been back?
She did not grow up there.
Correct. Correct.
Isn't that her parent?
She did not grow up there.
Fun fact, Trav. We'll get there. We might have missed... Maybe we missed something.
Yeah, maybe we did miss something with the ending.
We missed something. Maybe we're learning together here. Before we continue, Chris, first thoughts on first watch.
I'd probably still. I don't know. I'm not really like a. You guys are more horror movie types than myself, but I still loved it. I don't think it had as much jump scares to it, but all the twists and turns that happened really just throughout the entire movie, especially at the end. Like, that's what I loved most about it. Is just you think this way, then a little bit. I like the callbacks too to the boardwalk when she was a kid and kind of keeping you engaged in that storyline and whatnot. So yeah, I can't really remember Get Out too much, but I think I like this better than that if I remember Get Out now.
I think this movie has a lot of one-liners that give you the chills. Especially from Jason. When in the bedroom, it's like, the preliminary parts, right? The beginning of seeing the girl, and then in the mirror, the house of mirrors turns around, the other person's not moving, and we cut to present day. They're coming to the lake house. It's like in the woods, but it's on a ravine. And, they're in California, so it's like it's kind of a woods house, but it's also not necessarily like the thick woods. It's still, not a beach house, but pseudo to being near the beach. And when they get to the point, Jason is away and Addie freaks out to go find her. I love and I can't remember the names. I got the cast pulled up right here, but Delia and I can't Josh, the other couple, their relationship was very funny.
Yeah.
Josh and Kitty, right?
Kitty, yeah. It says Delia on Google for some reason.
That's the tethered character.
Okay. Yeah, and when you were gone, I was saying, like, they all played their tethered characters, which I thought was unique.
Yeah, I had my headphones on. I heard you.
But their relationship's funny. They're at the beach, and he's getting her another drink, like her medicine. He's like, "What do you say, honey?" She's like, "I hate you." Like, those things are. It's like two totally different relationships going on. And she freaks out because Jason's going to the bathroom and, sees some weird shit going on. But the beginning's, it's not slow, but there's build up to it, and then like you get to the home, and it's like only 30 minutes in, which is what I like about this movie. Is like the whole time you're pressed the whole time, like it's always on tilt.
Well, I was expecting something following Addie, and that whole time I'm like, all right, there's one kind of spirit, and then 4 people show up outside the front house. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. I wish I could have been with you watching it, because I always like watching things that I really enjoy with somebody else who hasn't seen it, to see the reactions. Because like I don't know, and maybe this is a good question. Like, what did you expect from this? Like, what was your expect? You thought it was going to be like supernatural more so?
Yes, like definitely more supernatural. I thought it would, and that's where I like it, like subverted expectations, because I was expecting it more to have to do with like the House of Mirrors, and a spirit is in there that attached to her, something weird, or like it's following her in some regard, and it wasn't
So
too far off. But
you thought like the scene at the beginning with her in the House of Mirrors with the other her not moving was like a demonic,
like a spirit. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely thought it was like a spirit, coming through the glass, some shit like that. And then you see 4 people out there. I'm like, oh fuck. The moment I saw all of them though, I did recognize like, oh, that's all of them.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh.
Well, and that's what I'm saying about Jason, like the one-liners in that moment when she's in the bedroom and he's like, again, I think there's more comedy than you guys might not have noticed.
I know there was comedy. I wasn't interested in the comedy. Yeah.
It's like
because I'm trying to figure everything the fuck out.
He's trying to like get some, and she's like, "We need to get out of here." And he's just like, "All right, whatever she said." He's thinking she's trying to,
she's just explaining to him that like this does not feel good. She feels closer to me.
Yeah, but he's getting all ready for her to turn around. We gotta leave.
And then Jason said he just comes in. Power goes out. There's a family in the driveway, and you're like, "What?" And then
I'm out.
When they get in the house and they're all sitting there, and they sit down, and Jason's like, they're all looking, and it's silent. It's going through each one of them, panning the music. The music's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And he's like, "It's us." It's like just chill. I just got chills. Yeah, I just got chills again. But it's like those lines. It's like, dude, this is bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah, those moments in the movie makes the rewatch a little harder. I will admit, like watching it for the first time, you're like, "Holy shit!" But when you rewatch it, you know it's coming.
Yeah,
man, it just takes a little bit off of it, but it's still so badass.
Yeah,
that is what we've always talked about with horrors and comedies.
Yeah,
it's very hard. Like I am a rewatcher of this movie and different comedies. Like I love this movie. Mm-hmm. But yes, you think the first time you see it, you're like, and you still get chills, but you're like, dude,
this is one where you, like you were just saying, being with somebody who hasn't seen it before brings you back to that, watch it for the first time. Oh yeah, you didn't see that coming.
That's why I like this. I like the back and forth we can have on this one, because it's like, dude, the realization, like, those people are them. Like that is, they are. Which I guess is another question, and this is probably going to be a big Q&A for Geese and Crit, but when you notice that they're like, it's us, what was going through your mind when you saw
I already had a spoiler, so I already kind of like knew that part. Yeah. I don't know how or where that spoiler came from, but I always kind of knew that's what this movie was about. And yeah, so I didn't have that like shocker moment. I always kind of knew it.
This is one of those movies where spoilers just knocks you over the head.
I didn't really have a shocker. It was just more like, from when they're first in the house and everything, you kind of know it's them.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the rest of the folks, though.
for them to, that, when you realize that it's more than just them, you're like, that's when I was like, oh, like there's a lot of points in this movie where I'm like, oh fuck, like, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Like it just keeps going. Like you see him outside the house,
constantly escalating.
Damn,
storyline.
Yeah, and then you see him outside the house, and then it's the friend's family, and they get fucked up immediately.
I love the callbacks in this movie. Like he has the boat, and he knows how to like bang it to get it going.
Always turns left.
Yep. Subtle but super cool that it comes back to all that.
What's funny too that you guys were mentioning, like you didn't know it was going to be all over. It's like that the White family gets cooked, like absolutely cooked so fast
immediately.
Yeah, I think the creepiest ones were the daughter of her daughter, the opposite, the tether of her, and then the twin girls, like their face with like the makeup and like their intensity. Like I don't know if Kritson or if Geese, you want to pull that up, like a picture of just their face, just so we can compare it.
The twins,
the twins. That was, even watching it the second time, I'm like, holy shit! If that was in my house and they're just screaming and they're jumping and they're like spiders and
dude,
they don't speak English, but they look just like they're twins of twins. Crazy.
Yeah, I thought one of Geese's gripes was going to be like Gabe's, tethered is just, just yelling like nothing.
No, they were. I
hope we can bypass the fact that he sounds just like an idiot.
Yeah,
but they don't know how to talk because they've never been taught anything.
I can't find a picture of him.
Can you find the twins that were in the movie? Like a picture of them?
Yeah, I was listening. I'm looking right now, but I don't see shit.
Another comedy point that I thought was funny that maybe just didn't really matter to you guys, but I've seen it so many times that like these things stick out because I already know it's coming. But when Zora gets hawked by her tethered and they're by the car and then she disappears and then she's on top of the car and then the guy comes out and he's like, "What the fuck? Get off my car!"
Come here.
He's like, "What are you, kids? What the fuck?"
And what a cool angle too of her like running, like, "Hey, I got out of the situation." He's like, "Yeah, get over here!" Just
gets sliced. Yeah, that guy's dead. But that part is also like a funny, like, because I mean that's what you kind of be thinking. You don't know what's going on,
right?
Like, girls, get off my car! Like, who the hell are you?
What are you doing?
Just gets dogged right away.
Yeah, that one's a little bit of a gripey type of scene because like she's crawling underneath the thing and she doesn't understand how this tether works. But yeah, dude. Yeah. We're looking at the twins right now. If you're not watching.
Yeah, it's like The Shining,
Yeah.
Yeah, those two were creepy. I mean, all four of them were creepy. I mean, they're all creepy, dude. They're all creepy.
Yeah.
They all have like the weird facial expressions, like some makeup and aesthetics probably put on there to make them look a little bit off. But yeah, the twins were
the golf club kill. Top notch.
I was going to say we're kind of at the point where Gabe's got the home run swing on the boat and knocks the other guy off, and then he falls off with the motor. And then like you said, when he bangs his head on the motor just to get his tethered caught up in the motor and just torched. Gabe was an MVP out there.
Yeah.
Kind of a side point. I was just going to say, funny part, the argument over like kill counts. Like,
I was going to say the same thing.
Like technically, I've killed 3. Like,
yeah,
that shit was
busting ass out there.
Like,
No, you didn't. That twin came back to life.
Yeah.
Gabe's like, I killed Jason and myself. So
yeah, and myself. That's the best.
I think that's 2 for me. But his legs battered, can't drive. That's what I mean. Like there was more comedy when you watch it multiple times that you care to notice the first time,
right?
Which I don't usually like, but it works for this movie. But yeah, there's so many subtle things that are just like the 911 call, like you guys were talking about earlier at the house after the twins and the parents died and they killed them and they're on hold. You know, it's like it's a deeper meaning. I mean, if you look up things about this movie, it's like there are places cops don't want to go in, like Chicago and New York, and you're on hold. It's like there are bad things that can happen, and you're just not. You're kind of screwed. So there's deeper meanings there, but yeah, I killed. Well, I think I got two and killed him and myself. So I think I've got the kill count here.
They start driving
the
away.
OJ Simpson.
Yeah.
The OJ Simpson.
O.J. Simpson's good.
The OJ Simpson comment before they all died.
I forgot about that one. I thought he was going to see them out there, but no.
He sold it. Like,
yeah.
He's like, no, seriously, like, I'm not fucking around. Is that OJ Simpson?
And then the next literally minute, sliced.
Funny part about then too is like the guy, the tethered for I always forget Josh.
Josh.
That like puts the hand out and then slicks his hair back.
Oh yeah.
Classic. But that scene's crazy. There's so many funny parts in that one. I'm trying to get to where we need to be in the movie, and like Gabe when he gets him on the boat and shoots the flare gun at him and just fizzles out and just does nothing.
What did you think? What did you think was gonna happen?
The like Alexa thing too, or she's like, call the police.
Yeah. Police by NWA.
And the fact that it's on loud, like it's the whole house just blasting.
Oh, yeah. Cool house.
Yeah.
Cool house. The boats are done. I'm done with boats when Gabe gets back inside.
One thing we haven't talked about though is the voice acting for the tethered. At least from Lupita. I'm not even gonna try the last name on that. Addie. Her voice change for the tethered was awesome.
She deserves some nominations for that. That performance is so good.
She did win. They didn't get shit at the Oscars, but they did win. She won something. I don't know where. New York Film Critics Circle Award for something that's ... Best score in the Critics' Choice, NAACP Image Award for Outstanding ... They won like what kind of feels like bullshit. Like they should have won more. This movie should have been more than what it got. But
it is horror, right?
Correct. Yeah, horror and comedies don't do well at these big critic award shows, so it was tough. He deserves some. I don't know if Get Out won anything.
They got a Screen Actors Guild Award.
Yeah, it's a good fucking movie. It should have won.
I know.
To your point, like Lupita. To your point, Lupita. We were talking about it. You had your headphones on, but like the comparison to Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Like talking about her playing two different people, completely different characters. And the movements, like later on underneath in the classroom when she's dancing and the music's playing, like, I mean, that was creepy.
Yeah.
Just how good she was at that. I mean, it was unbelievable. I think this will go back to Geese's. Well, first off, in that house, the news is on. You find out it's happening everywhere. It's a whole revolt. But when they get in the car, they talk about the kill counts, and Zora's driving, and they hit the tethered. That's her. And then Addie gets out of the car to go check on her. I wrote down, like, why are you getting out of the fucking car?
Yeah. With handcuffs on.
But, that's another thing that's kind of interesting. She had handcuffs on the entire time. Like, the entire time she had handcuffs.
I like that detail, too.
I didn't really click again, like, watching it until they came off. But getting out of the car, it's like, why are you getting out of the car? But you kind of get it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It may, yeah.
You kind
now
of
that you bring it up, it makes
finish him or her.
She was checking on her though.
Yeah,
it wasn't like it wasn't a go finish her. It was like she's checking on her and saying like I'm sorry.
Like one last time to look at her.
Yeah, it's like it does make no sense, but it
torched on that tree though, man. Like,
it does make sense though. But that's kind of when you get to the end. The end.
Does it? That's where that's where it kind of gets a little weird because it's still because of how we'll get to it. I'll hold off.
I kind of want Geese to do the last half hour.
Just go, yeah. Last act is already here.
All right.
Well, right now we are in the car. We're driving away. We got to get out of here.
No,
you don't call the
Fuck
shots
the car.
anymore.
Fuck the car. What I want to talk about is how they explain the ending of this movie, because to me, I either got lost in the explanation or it just doesn't make sense at all.
What do you think happened? Give us what you.
No, I understand what happened, but from the explanation is that they science experiment. They're tethered to you, and they do the exact same thing as you're doing, right?
Right.
And then we see that like in different instances, they're like it's like mirrored. And then they've been down there for so long, and just I would have preferred this movie if they didn't explain it.
They were
because the more technical you get is like, so they're mirrored with each other, right?
Cloned, same spirit, different body,
right? And is it the escalator that is how she gets stuck up there that isn't working? So they walk to the beach. And then she walks the exact opposite direction, but then she's up there at the same time. So are they mirrored walking towards each other, or are they actually the same?
That is like a meeting like threshold point. That
right. So how did she get up there?
That's the escalator. Yeah.
But if you're walking in mirrored, it does like she goes because the mirror house is opposite of where the ocean is. She goes out to the edge, edge of the beach, and then she turns around. So is she stuck up there at the escalator?
Once she's up the escalator, it's like that's kind of the threshold breaking, I think, because when she's going down the stairs to get to the beach is when the other girl's coming up the escalator to get to like ground floor.
And remember, she's different.
And she did say she was different than everybody down there. Yeah.
Right. So then that was one of my things is like if they're tethered or they're mirrored, because it kind of flip-flops throughout it, and then she gets them like everyone else down there untethered.
I think when you get outside of that underground up the escalator, they're not as tethered. Like they're not tethered anymore.
So then
they are, but they aren't.
So then they swap places, right? And that's spoiler. That's the big reveal.
Let me throw this out there, Geese. I thought you missed that.
Yeah, me too.
What Brendan
No. Love that scene. My problem is, what the fuck is keeping her down there? She gets swapped. She's down in the ground. She knows how to speak English.
She's handcuffed.
Just not forever. She gets unhandcuffed at some point.
She's like 7, and she's down there and lost nowhere to go.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to leave either.
Yeah, she doesn't know how she got there. She was not.
But I guess they really don't show that. Like she just accepts it.
She shows that
and
she
then
got choked and dragged down there, and you have no idea how you got there.
Right.
Like, that's a big area.
But then she spends the rest of her life down there and is acting
coaching
like
all
a tethered.
These people up to tell them, hey, we're gonna get out of here and take over. Like we're sick of being the tethered.
but she's not the tethered one. That's kind of what I'm saying, is that she's not the one that doesn't know how to speak. Like that just doesn't swap.
But she's like 7, so it's like she knows how to talk, but not to the extent of how we're talking.
Yeah, she can't think of the idea at the age of 7 to flip flop or whatever. She becomes basically one of them because you're cooked. You're not going to teach them what to do.
I feel like at 7 you'd be trying to get out, man. I don't think 7-year-olds are that dumb.
But you don't know where you're going.
You don't know where to go. It's a big area.
Okay, so she's approximately, for it. Google AI says approximately 9 to 10 years old. Mm-hmm. Also, when you're down there as a kid and your family's gone and there's that many kind of creep, like she's probably terrified for however long too. Nobody can talk. It's all very odd. Like, I don't think it's reasonable.
She just loses her mind.
Remember how she explained? Remember how she explained how everything happened? So she was tethered. She was explaining in the living room that every time you eat, I have to eat a raw rabbit. Every time you do something, every time you have a kid, I have a kid, and it's the worst experience of my entire life.
Right? They're still tethered.
Yeah, they're still tethered down there. Like opposite.
Right. They are still, and then I guess the plot hole, I guess, is that she's just special, so it works in reverse anyway. Because it was the original is the one eating, the original is having the children. So if the original is down in the basement, why is the tethered one dictating everything?
Because she's
because being down there isn't special. Being down there is just where they stored everybody.
I think it's the threshold, like I was saying, of where that escalator goes. Of like if you're above them, you are in control. Anybody down there is not in control.
But that's not explained, right? Did I miss something? Because
you are tethered.
All that they're saying is that they're tethered, and that's where they just stored them down there in these unexplored tunnels. Like there is no threshold there. Paranormal dictating they swap.
It's a like a thought process to kind of build on your own. It's not explained.
It's unlike,
and that's just getting to my root of like, leave it unexplained. Like, you don't have to get into the fucking weeds about where these things came from, their backstory.
I think you have.
It doesn't matter.
No, I think they did. I think your point of like why you don't understand it and then saying leave it unexplained, I think it was left unexplained.
It wasn't. They put a history to it. Is a science experiment. Now they're tethered, and the more that they try to rationalize that this is kind of a realistic thing, I feel like it just makes it more convoluted because some of it just doesn't make sense.
I think that's a good thing.
You thought the girl that got swapped places with underneath should have still been in control of the girl that was on the
with the explanation they gave us, yeah, because going down there doesn't change anything. Like, she is still the original one.
I guess I don't understand. I guess I don't know what explanation you're talking about.
Is the explanation I'm talking about is. And not like a verbatim thing, just them trying to explain it made me think about it, and then I'm trying to look for it in the movie of like, okay, now they're tethered, and then they show scenes where it's like they're almost mirrored, and then you have to explain the rationale why a 10-year-old wouldn't be able to figure a way out. That she just accepted her fate, eating rabbits. Like, the tethered are the like.
I think that is the answer to your confused question. Is that she's down there? Once she's down there, she's tethered and locked in, and is kind of acting the same way as the rest of them, and has, like she explained in the living room, has to eat the rabbits when they eat. Is doing the same dance moves. Remember the dancing, like. That comes up.
No, I get all that. It's just, it's not explained that, that's happening. Like, they're, again, they try to make it like a scientific thing.
Yeah.
Where it should have just been left as like a paranormal thing. And then you
I
can
think it's
make
got a
all
little bit of both, though. It's got a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's got a vibe to it.
And if that's your only gripe, I totally get it.
That's it. Just them trying to explain it. Leave it alone. These fuckers came from down some hole of like. Don't try to put like a scientific reasoning behind it, because now that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay, so a couple things. 9 or 10-year-old girl, and from what the backstory we got is a kind of a broken relationship of parents that doesn't get much attention. So she doesn't talk at all the whole time you see her. So when she's down there and you're saying like she should be able to find a way out, I feel like she's kind of the snapshot we get of her childhood is not, I wouldn't say traumatized, but somewhat like not super important, didn't talk literally one time the whole time we saw that scene. So I think that is like showing she's lost. She's like this. We don't know. We don't see the extent of how large this underground system is. So I don't think she's going to search for a way out, or like eventually you just kind of give up and you become your surroundings.
And that's if you're untethered. If you're then tethered after that swap, you are cooked. Like you are tethered. Like you have to.
You would be. And then like the tethered girl, and that's the thing, is like, do you become tethered and then you can survive off just rabbits?
Well, so
like,
I think you're missing, like, the point of tethered is like connected, not like those people are the tethered, but tethered is a connection. It's not like they're a specific, like tethered's not a class of people. It's a tethered individual.
A class of yeah, I understand that, but they are surviving off rabbits.
Yeah.
So if you put the real person and the tethered person swap, like they're the clones, so they're able to survive off rabbits. So now you put a real person down there, you can't survive off rabbits. You would die.
I don't think that's true. I feel like that's not true.
No, rabbit meat is actually not good for you, because of how lean it is.
Sorry, I just needed to share this quote on Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
What happens when they fly across country?
And to that point, it's a confined space down below. It has limits. Like these tunnels just don't go fucking everywhere. And in my mind, if that's the case, they're just walking into a wall the whole thing.
Well, it says at the beginning there's like tens of thousands of underground unoccupied abandoned space. So like I bet it's bigger than you're imagining it based on what they showed in the movie. It'd
be such a long movie to explain it any further. I think they explained it enough to get us to where we need.
That's why I think they should. We didn't need an explanation though.
I liked it,
but I don't think they explained it the way that. I guess I'm not seeing it the same way you are. It's like they just said they tried to clone humans to control the population, and it didn't work because you can't clone the soul. So then they just buried them all underground. And then they were just mimicking what the other person was doing. I think the switch in this movie, and she was different, is like she started to learn what real life looked like, and then the other girl went backwards because she's not getting teaching, or they're not speaking English, and like she's regressing, where this tethered person is now learning everything about being on Earth, because they are humans, like physical. They just didn't have the soul, so she learned all that shit. The one thing that I think you have credit to is like they don't explain, which is kind of nice, but like how did she end up being in control? And I think to my thought is once you cross the make-believe threshold that we're saying on that escalator, she is now in control, and the girl underneath, they're doing the same shit. She's following what's happening up top, and then the ones that are buried.
That's really the only way it makes sense, but they don't allude to it being
the sinister smile and the little cheekiness at the end of "I got away with it" is so legendary, and the son Jason being like, "Oh," like he gets it now, like, holy shit, you are from down there, you are one of them, is insane.
Well, and then that would make them one of them, technically, right?
Not really, because they were
Like-
born up above. Like, she was still a human.
Right, but they were born to her.
Right.
Is what I'm saying, is that if she's tethered, then like they're kind of the spawn of the tethered.
I don't like how you're using tethered as a class. Tethered is a connection between two things.
Okay, what are you gonna call them? What's the name for the people down at?
I agree with what you're saying. Like they are the tethered in the movie, but like you're using it as if like the tethered by definition is like a connection. Like you're tethered together.
But what would you call the characters in the tunnels? What are their names?
I just said I agree with what you're. I think you're just missing.
It just makes it sound. It makes it sound like they're just a group. You know that
they are the tethered in the movie. I don't think you're like getting the premise of like tethered also means just connected. Like yes, they're the tethered in the movie.
Yeah,
but they are.
Yeah, I understand they're connected.
But that's
I don't understand what you're getting mad about. I'm
not mad about anything.
But you're saying you're disagreeing with me. They're tethered. Like they're tethered characters. Like how else do you describe them? She is
clones.
Tethered. Like
clones. They're clones.
Okay, all right. The clone tethered. Had kids up above, if that makes you happy. The fuck you pointing at, Craig?
Not happy. I'll do you one better.
He's muted as usual.
Conspiracy. Conspiracy theory is Jason was also a tethered, to use your language. They think
I don't like that. You got to call clones.
Jason was also swapped prior to that happening, and the reason why they say that is because Pluto was teaching him how to light the lighter because he didn't know how, and he was the one showing him how to do it. And Jason was actually also swapped prior, and the reason why he figured out his mom was not like who she said she was, and she was also from underground, is because he was also a clone that came up and swapped places with Jason originally.
And that would make
sense. With the fire. I like that.
That's one to think about.
I like that a lot.
And, yeah.
But wouldn't he already know if he was swapped out? I guess depends. I mean,
how young.
Like if you think about the movie, the only relationship that was not trying to kill the other person was Pluto and Jason.
Yeah.
And everything that Jason did or was doing, Pluto was teaching him how to do shit. Not the other way around. Like Jason knew how to lock the door and stuff because he'd grown up there and had been there before. But Pluto was teaching him how to make fire. Jason was obsessed with fire, like how to light the lighter. Jason was the only one on the ground that when they were tethered, they were doing the same thing. Everybody else was broken from the tethered connection of mimicking. The only ones that were still mimicked were Jason and Pluto. So the theory is Jason was also swapped prior, and Pluto was actually the kid from above ground, and Jason was from underground. That's the biggest conspiracy about this movie. That one will blow your mind.
Yeah.
Because Pluto was
look that up. I'm on board with that. That makes sense.
Pluto was more intelligent than Jason was above ground.
Right. And the burn face, like, the story with the burn face would make sense that like it happened beforehand. Or
like where are they going to have a fire down under?
Right.
They're going to have fire on the main floor. His face got burned and they got swapped. And then Jason forgot he couldn't do it because he's not.
Right.
He wasn't
that one.
growing up.
Yeah.
That one's crazy. That conspiracy's nuts.
I love movie conspiracies that like technically don't have an
good
answer.
Ones. Yeah, but the good ones where you're like you can really get into it.
That one about this movie is nuts because I don't know how I still don't know how I feel about that. I believe it. I think it could be true. The only one more educated besides Addie, because Addie's character was also the only one that could speak, was Pluto, and Pluto was teaching Jason how to do shit, and the only one mimicking stuff together, giving them hints about it's a trap, like at the end. it's a trap. Like Pluto was telling Jason what was happening.
Yeah.
That one is crazy. The other one, it's not a conspiracy, but like different ties, is like the 11/11 is just showcasing the mimic.
Yep.
Like 11/11 was always showing up because it was mimicking the time.
Yeah.
Like showcasing the tethered. Yeah, this one has rabbit holes as well of things you can look at. Like it's obviously a big picture.
The Pluto one's good.
Class discrepancies, a big meaning of, you know, what happens to the mimics underneath the ground or the lower class people of USA. You know, It's like he has so many deeper like conspiracies and plots, and his movies are just crazy when it comes to looking shit up afterwards.
He's a genius.
But the Pluto Jason one is that one will get your brain working a little bit.
I did read that there was a lot of conflict between Peele and like the producer, the people like that are funneling the money. Like I guess is Peele the director and then the producers?
He's director, producer, all of those top three
writer
titles. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Production company.
Yeah, but like the production company where like he was forced to do some things he didn't want to include. And the explanation of the clones was one of those things.
Which would make sense. So why, if he didn't agree, maybe he thought the same as you of like it doesn't need.
He probably did because he's smart.
We need this to be up in the air. I haven't read anything about that, so I have no idea. But
yeah,
good movie. That's a good movie.
Great movie.
That's a good fucking movie, dude.
What we rating it?
I haven't watched this. I have not watched as many movies, I think, as many times as I've watched this one. I think this might be number one. Like, start to finish.
Of rewatches, start to finish, yeah, that's a lot.
It's up there. It's up there.
So what'd you give it?
I give it a legit 4. Potential 4.5. Again, psychological horror film. Probably close to best in class. In terms of typically films like this get into like doing stupid shit to make the plot work. And this one stays. There's moments in there where they do kind of dumb things, but it doesn't move the plot at all from what they're doing. This one is very well written, so yeah, 4. I'll settle on that. I've been trying to move it back to like 3s being average, or like giving, diversifying my reviews, but I think 4 is legit for this.
I didn't ask you, had Lexi seen this before or no?
Yes, she has.
Okay. Never mind.
Crit, first time watcher? I was going to say, let's get the first time watchers in.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4.5. Yeah, it's just a different kind of scary movie, just more up my alley. Not really more for the jump scares, but like this and really Weapons, kind of like those types of movies that just take you on a roller coaster with it. More up my alley, so I'm going to give it a 4.5.
I'm going to give it a 5. That for me is a 5. I remember the first time I saw it. I will never forget it. This is creepy. It's unique. I love Jordan Peele. I think this is his best of his 3. A lot of people think Get Out is. I got to rewatch it. This is a top movie. I mean, like, we did our Mount Rushmore movies a while back. I'd have a tough time doing it again after what we've watched and what we've talked about since we did that the first time. This would be in the conversation for me of top 4 movies for me of all time. So for that reason, I'm out. No, just kidding. That's a 5. That's a 5 for me.
I am going to give it a 4.5 as well. And I think what is affecting my review of it and just my skew of this movie and the effect of it on me is if I watched this in theaters when it came out, I think it's a solid 5, flat out, no argument, no question. But just overanalyzing it in my head a little bit and just the couple things that get me here and there. I mean, they're so minimal, but 4.5 is a pretty freaking good movie. I am curious to watch some of his other things to see where they.
What did you give it, Crit?
4.5.
4.5.
So it's a 4.5.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it a 5?
It's 4.5.
Yeah, because
4, 4.5, 4.5, 5.
Dun 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 dun.
Very
the music
good movie.
Dude, the music is so good.
Yeah.
And then we didn't talk about the rabbits. The rabbits are because of the whole clone process. Like that's why the rabbits are down there. That's unreal, man. I did see it in theaters, so like that's the experience I go back to. It was very good in theaters.
But you get my vibe with rewatching it. This movie, it just almost takes a little bit of a layer off. As much as it is still rewatchable, it takes a little bit of a layer off every time because you're not as like wow factored with.
It's impossible for these ones, like action movies, drama, rom-com. Like there's certain movies that are rewatchable that you don't need the big twist. It's just like still like emotional connection of tears or like laughs or whatever, like horrors and thrillers, like you already know what's coming. It's like you can't, it's still a good movie, but it's hard to rewatch those. So like I just know that when I watched this the first time, like this sat with me for days. Like this is to me it's a 5. And when I watch it again, I could easily go to a 4 or whatnot, but I won't forget watching this one on the big screen when it came out and like just the feeling I got from it. So 4.5 is the highest we've given anything, close to artist, close second, you know.
Jesus.
This movie rocks. If you haven't seen this movie, you gotta watch it, and it'll, as my cousin Matt would say, it'll blow your hair back.
Yeah.
This one will blow your hair back. You guys have to watch Get Out, and I need to watch Nope a second time. I have seen it because I like Jordan Peele. Everybody says you got to watch it again. That one's weird. I didn't care for it. I don't know if I get it. It's very odd. But everybody that likes it is like, you got to watch it again. So I might have to watch it again. And I like Jordan Peele, so I want to give it a shot. But Get Out, I also need to watch again. I don't know where that one's at. I'm sure we'll get it at some point on the wheel. But yeah, this one for me this one's close to home for
what a cool trio we've already had in this series. Cars, Dunkirk, us. Yeah. Couldn't be any different, couldn't be any crazier. Good series so far.
Got to round it out well.
Yeah.
I'm curious what we can land on, and
ranking is going to be weird.
Ranking's going to be tough. Looking at the wheel this time is going to be tough.
Hope we land on Titanic.
Yeah, for your sake.
Is that actually on the wheel? I don't even remember.
It is.
It is? Okay, so...
I think Kurt put it on there.
I'm curious. We're all probably going to be looking at something that's going to be different and just get a 4 series of completely different movies. I'll go first, and just because it's recently on Netflix, shout out the monopoly that is streaming services that is illegal. Anaconda 2025 on Netflix. Streaming Netflix.
I'll take Hitch.
I will take Snatch.
Give me Heat.
And we're spinning the wheel. It's always hard when it's spinning this fast to find your movie. Like, just try to follow it.
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, I threw on a 30-second spin on this one, boys.
I'm dead.
Needed to change it up a little bit.
Beetlejuice?
That looks like Beetlejuice.
He strikes again. Michael Keaton strikes again.
Keaton.
This is becoming a Michael Keaton podcast.
Michael Keaton.
We need to get him on the pod.
I think this fits in terms of like different though. Like it's not like the other three.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not, but I think it is horror.
It's not like any of the other three in
a but in terms of horror fantasy. But yeah, I mean it is. It's not like the others for sure.
Horror fantasy, it's 1988, so like horror. Take it for a grain of salt.
Yeah, Tim Burton. He's on an island by himself out there.
Yeah,
Tim Burton is unique. Big Tim Burton. I'm gonna go on a limb and say if I've seen this movie start to finish, I was too young to remember it.
Mm-hmm. That's
crazy. This will be
crazy.
This will be a new watch for me for sure. Of like actually getting what the hell is going on.
Great, we gotta take this one off the list. Fuck.
Take them all. Put Titanic back on though.
It was never.
I didn't put that shit on there.
Beetlejuice, the finale of the series of movies with one-word titles, foreshadowing of what they were just talking about. Might have a little new idea for you on the wheel next week. So this has been a fun one. These ideas are great. I think our next idea is fun. Going to be entertaining. Going to extend the series to 5 for the next series that we're going to have. So next week, you're going to want to catch the end to figure out what we're going to be following up with after the one-word title movies. But wrapping things up with Beetlejuice, the 1988 horror fantasy, our podcast's favorite actor, Michael Keaton, coming back again for another round of the boys. Side note, conversation topic. I've always thought about like a quick, dialogue with us of top actors that don't get talked about enough. And I'm starting to see a trend here. Michael Keaton's got to be in the conversation.
We're starting to talk about him enough here.
This is crazy.
We're bringing it up. We're bringing the numbers up.
Michael Keaton's a dog.
I knew the name, but fuck the amount.
How many have we done of?
So that's Spotlight, Birdman, Cars, and this one.
Yeah.
We've done a whole Michael. We'll have done a whole Michael Keaton series. Yeah.
Literally 2 from the last 2 wheels.
Yeah, it's like 4 of our last 8, 4 of our last 6. Honestly,
have you guys seen The Founder?
No,
it's the McDonald's one.
No, but I do know what that is.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I do know what McDonald's is. Yes,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Michael Keaton's in that one.
Yes,
he is. Okay.
Yes, he is. He's what made McDonald's a franchise. He plays that guy.
No, Michael Keaton did make.
He is McDonald. He is Beetlejuice. Wrapping up the series. That was us talking about us. This has been an awesome series. I am excited to continue to figure out new ways to have these type of conversations. I think, as mentioned a couple times, we did it again. Shout out to us. Oscar goes to us for our next series that we're going to bring to you guys next week. But make sure you guys watch Beetlejuice. It looks like you can find it on Philo for a subscription. Never heard of that. YouTube Premium, Amazon. A lot of different ways to stream it. You might have it on VCR. Pop that thing in there and put it on. But Beetlejuice coming up next week. We've got a Scream Unseen on Monday. Told you guys about Hunting of Matthew Nichols' Goat that's now available on stream for rent, and potentially some other movies. We've got a short week coming up for recording for your boys. So if we can get out there and talk to you guys about something next week, we will. Not to forget, guys, happy National Siblings Day. Happy National Hug Your Dog Day. Happy National Donate Life Green and Blue Day, and happy National Farm Animals Day. Get your asses out in the theater. Watch something.
You're forgetting one. Happy birthday.
Not my birthday yet.
It's not
I
to you.
appreciate it. It will be my birthday. between this episode that you're listening to now and the following, my birthday will have passed. I appreciate it. The Dirty 30. Not
That
the
was
last
for my
one.
niece, not for you.
Yeah, I was like, not for you.
I mean, you could have elaborated. My birthday is literally coming up.
Don't care.
Well, whose birthday is it?
Hondo's birthday, my dad, tomorrow.
Whose birthday is it today?
My niece's.
What's her name?
I'm not supposed to divulge that information at the moment, but since this comes out in a week, I don't think it matters. Jolene Ray Scott.
And on that note, it's not her birthday because this comes out next Friday. Thanks for listening, everybody. Extra Butter Podcast. Watch Beetlejuice on your couch. Get your ass in the theater. Grab some popcorn and never forget your extra butter. Shout out Jolene.
Jolene.
Extra butter on the corn for me. Extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.